Hopefully everything sounds good. Actually, I always gotta check my audio too, because sometimes the internal microphone setting changes. Okay, but I'm good. Looks like I'm good. Oh, and I gotta turn this off.
When the going gets tough, the Dan gets going. I am nothing if not man incarnate. Because you can't spell Dan without man.
We are still stuck out here in the middle of nowhere.
My plan is complete. This power is all mine.
Oh man. Run away, coward! Where are you so I can kill you myself?
You lose. Valhalla is mine.
Mind shackle.
So, Kelda, this is how your quest ends. Everyone that you've been protecting captured or dead.
I can offer you something you want.
And what would that be?
Power.
To the death, then.
Now this is a fight.
You are the only one who can save Valhalla.
We have an agreement then.
Yes, Korok. We agree.
And I have a plan.
We're all gonna die.
What's wrong with this guy?
Okay, it is that time of the year where we basically turn a page and close a book of the series and start moving on to other things in the next year. So how about we have a watch party and watch this season one more time. Welcome to TOV Live. And Dan, I think you sounded good. Welcome to TOV Live. It is absolutely Valhalla time. Hello, I am Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla, and we have a wonderful watch party celebration tonight. We're going to be taking a look at Season 3, Tales of Valhalla Season 3, from Tales of Valhalla, The Aftermath Chronicles, Season 3 in its entirety. Was able to get all those episodes crammed into just one long-form 2-hour fun ride, and we are about to view it, comment it, talk about the years past for those who have been here or those who are just showing up tonight. So with me tonight, I have Sir Joey Ranieri, who is, of course, the one and only Lieutenant Dan. The voice of Lieutenant Dan is here with us tonight. Thank you, Joey, for being with us. And we have Josiah, who is, painter extraordinaire, has a Roguescaper YouTube channel, joining us tonight as well, because he appreciates the finer arts, and he delves in a little bit of film animation as well, so it's great to have him on board. And we have new tonight, and I'm sorry, Dan, I believe you have a YouTube channel, and I forgot to put links to anybody below, so I'll try to do that after.
It's all good.
But since this is your first time, Dan, on a stream with us, introduce yourself for a second.
Hey guys, so my name's Dan Antonu. I wear a couple different hats, but I'm primarily a composer. I write electroacoustic music, so I'll take the sound of an instrument like a cello. I'll have it do some kind of technique, maybe like bowing the wood of the cello to make air sounds, layer it with air from nature field recordings, let's say, move it around in a cathedral and sort of distort it and have it come at you. And that's maybe one gesture in this process of transformations and stuff. Doesn't tell like a narrative story, but you can project your emotions, ideas, and other sort of stuff onto it, and it's it's that, but with everyone doing different gestures or one macro, or it's coming together, compressing, expanding. I'm also an audio engineer, and yeah, so I make some music too, and I can send it to Ryan if you want to pop it in the description. I do have a YouTube channel. I got some fun pieces, so you guys should check that out. But I also love Heroscape, and I've been watching TOV. Like I told Ryan when we first sort of met in the comments, him and like Sir Heroscape kind of got me back into it when I discovered it, like way before AOA, the first wave kind of happened in 2020-ish.
Back in those times when me and Sir Heroscape were the only guys, out there. So.
Yeah. There were like real other guys, but they were really small.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan, your story is super cool with the, the figures and stuff and the narrative you do, and it's comical but serious, and yeah, I just love it. So it's cool to be here, and yeah.
Appreciate you, sir. And yes, I believe you're absolutely right. Music really helps enhance and tells a story, and if you don't have the right music for it, and for me, we can talk about this when we start playing season 3, but I mean, I was using royalty-free music, but it was like produced on a semi-professional level, or I'd say professional level. Got it from the guys who made Film Riot through their store, Triune Films. And so it was good music, but still had to go through it and see, what worked well for what scene. And so that it takes some work, but it'd be cool to get some like natural music for these characters in the future. And then we have Justin in the chat. How you doing, Justin? Glad you could join us tonight as well. Yeah, who doesn't love Heroscape? Exactly, who doesn't love Heroscape? I don't know. I haven't met the guy. It might be the people who put like a thumbs down some of my videos sometimes. Maybe, I don't know. And Justin says, I bought a battle box for my sister's boyfriend to get him into the hobby. Exactly. There you go. All right. Well, how about we get started with the viewing of this now. One thing before I press play, I do want to announce there is a contest, and if link in the description below to watch the season 3 series, Tales of Aftermath Chronicles season 3 in its entirety. It is an hour and 59 minutes. It is a nice run, but we will have a contest here. I'm going to just talk about it real quick. It says contest. Leave a comment on this video or even on this stream. I'll comment on this stream. That'll count as well. Leave a comment, and that will be one name entry for a drawing that will be on February 11th, 2026. The prize will be one Kurok, and here, hold on a second. I'm gonna expand myself real quick. One Kurok, and this Kurok is, it looks like a Heroscape Kurok, but it's actually a D&D, and so kind of a proxy, and if you need it rebased, I can rebase it for you. But there's that, and then I have, I guess I'm showing this stuff live, 4 fire elementals that are 3D printed from this 3D printer, and 3D printed bases, along with cars, so your own little firestorm there. And that's not it, but wait, there's more. You have as well one Kelda, the Kiri Warrior, here, and that is original classic Kelda, along with a card. And one last thing, and this is the rarest, this is the last one I got, an Airborne Elite card. Now you ask yourself, Ryan, what's so special about that? Well, this particular card has been signed by Craig Van Ness. That is what's special about that. Out of all the pile of cards that I had him sign a couple of years ago when I met him, this is the last one available to win. So kind of special. And so that with that bundle, feel free to just leave a comment again on either on the stream or just watch the season 3 video itself and enjoy it and leave a comment there. And again, we'll be picking a name come February. But yeah, okay, let me bring this back up here. All right, so how about we just get started watching, because it's gonna be 2 hours, guys. 2-hour slog. Let's just get started, and the audio should be fine. If it's too loud, I can lower it, but just let me know.
My
All right.
name
So here we go.
is Kurok.
There it is, correct. Now,
From the planet
I want to start by saying that, and I probably say these things over and over again, but
raised
I had an early idea to do like a more cinematic background on Kurok. You know, actually, like have him like be in his planet and do like magic things. But it was that was the one part of the script that I never really. And it's the start of the season 3 script, but I never really thought through enough to where it just ended up just being him monologuing, because that's what Kurok does, and then just so representation of him and the elementals behind him, like being in control of them.
Plans I have laid out must now be acted upon, and soon all will.
How's the audio? Should I lower it, or is it fine?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, cool.
Should I hit a watch stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, can you hear that at all, Dan?
Yeah, I got it. It's
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it seemed kind of loud at first for me, only because we were talking and stuff too.
Yeah. Well, and that particular first scene is like slightly loud. So.
Well, you got to grab their attention, right? That's the that's the play, right?
It's good to know where your villain stands through all of this, and I find like Kurok isn't exactly like I mean he's a villain, but he's not really a villainous villain to where he wants everything wiped out and destroyed. He has in his own sense a purpose on what he wants to do and what he was raised for. So he's basically controlled by his own personage, or by his own upbringing, I would say, and so he has his own perspective of what honor is, of what power is. So that's what really drives him. I mean, it doesn't mean that he's good. It's just he definitely has a reason for being there, a reason why he does everything he does.
Is it like this has been a while since I watched through. Is it because he's trying to grab all the power, right? So is it?
Yeah.
Is it more like? Is it more like? Yeah, but is it more like I want to see if I can do this and how strong I am and like test it, or is it more just like the greed of I want it all, or like a mix?
It's a little bit of a mix. He was brought up from his childhood until he got cast to Valhalla to actually have control of all of these elementals, and then with the eventual control of the greater ice elemental that we see at the end. So all these elementals were thrown into Valhalla along with him, and it was going to be Ukar's, and of course this is all fan fiction. This is all just my own personal TOV canon. But it was Ukar's thought that he could use the power that Kurok has within all these elementals to really control Valhalla. And what Yandere did was interrupt the transfer, because it took the temple that we see at the end of season 3, as well as all the wall spires that got thrown everywhere and got scattered in Valhalla, to really control it. So there lies the reason why they had to travel far to find these important elementals throughout Valhalla, because everything just got scattered everywhere, and as Kurok explains near the end of season 3, like Yandere interrupted the transfer of all of that. So now it's just in ruins, but at the same time, when the well springs ended up disappearing, Valkyrie generals lost their power, got basically lost their physical selves, still remain, but they forget a lot of the things they do, so Yandere has no memory of doing that as well. And there's other purposes for those spires and that temple that is not going to be revealed until like season 4 and season 5 too.
Yeah. When the two Romans, like Light Folly and the other one, when they're like guarding it and you bring it in at the end, I was like, oh, it was like so important. There's, I don't remember if it's like a teleport sequence or something, but yeah, they're like, it was cool how he was just like two dudes like hanging out, and then slowly becomes more and more important their job. And
at the end of season 1, yes. Geert and Light Folly, I never intended for them to interact with the main characters when I finished season 1. But when I started writing season 2 and 3, I thought, what's a way I can get these guys to start becoming part of this conflict, even though they don't want to.
Yeah, right.
I forgot about that line. Build a bridge, cross a lava pit. Build a bridge, cross a lava pit.
Build a bridge and cross a lava pit. Yeah, you did a lot of rantings, Joe. Unfortunately, we couldn't put all of them down, but
one day.
Well, I mean, when I did the Scoredire short earlier this year, I used one of your unused lines from TOV, which is like you saying, "Wait, what is that? Is that a queen?" Because that fit well with Queen Maledrix, so I just added that in the short. And then I had yours and Gimp's characters just in for a cameo for a second,
In what direction toothpick and air are.
It's too bad we can't all fly across.
That is your best idea?
Was this depth of field done in camera, or was that in post? How you added that?
Like the focus on the miniature?
Yeah, and the blurred background, was that a...
Yeah, that was done just on set.
That's filming and photography in miniatures. It's tough to do, especially when animating, to keep it consistent.
You have to keep really close, and it took really like nearly 2 seasons to master that, because you really don't start seeing that until the end of season 2, and then you see almost all of it in season 3. It takes longer to animate a little bit, but at least you have
so nice.
you have more footage to cover to where you can cut back and forth in conversations, whether it's a wide shot or a close up, and it helps.
It's an underrated part of your. I honestly, when I was starting to do my stuff, I really studied what you did, just to really kind of, because I think you really mastered this, especially with this season here. You really mastered the depth of field and the aperture. For these guys, really, it felt immersive, which I really appreciated.
Yeah, a lot more.
I wasn't involved. I haven't voiced any TOV stuff, but by golly, I'm here to bring the high film criticism. That's what I'm here for.
And I would say, I guess just with experience comes, a lot more finesse. Season 3 definitely is the better looking and more well written of the series, for sure.
Yeah. The lighting and just everything is really, you can tell you've grown in your process of making these.
Yeah, I was literally thinking about the lighting too. Like it's everything you said about the camera and aperture. I'm not as much of a video guy, but then also achieve it in like low light, like night, like to show nighttime, and then do it in like brighter light as well, and have it not be like crazy glare and all that stuff. Like that's pretty cool.
The shot always makes me laugh when I ever see it.
Yeah, right.
We're high. We're very high.
Yeah. Yeah, the panicking, and it's great that like everybody's voiceovers, of course, everybody did their voice lines separately, sometimes years separation, and it's great that the interaction feels like they're all together in the same room, talking. And we have Jason Rutherford with us tonight. How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing pretty well. I totally forgot this was happening tonight, so that's why I'm about 45 minutes late.
Fashionably late, no problem. We're just getting started with season 3, so no worries at all.
Jason arrives precisely when they need to.
Exactly.
Indeed. That's a accurate way to put things.
Yes, you're Joe. I had... It was just too much fun with Joey Ranieri, Dean Klaus, who voiced Gimp, Tyler Fine, who voiced Toothpick, and Corey Wong, who voiced Henderson. They just both, all 4 had their unique voices, and whereas like Henderson's very monotone, Corey is a very monotone actually type of guy, so it worked for his character. And with the exception of Ranieri and Tyler a little bit. Like nobody's a professional voice actor in any sense or even close to it. So I really tried very hard to fit the personality of the character with the personality of the voice actor. You got to play to a person's strengths in that way.
What are you trying to say about me?
Huh? That you're a near professional voice actor, Joe.
I thought you were trying to say that I'm a very like headstrong and cocky human being, the way that Lieutenant Dan is.
The way your voice sounds, but you can like moderate your voice a bit to move in like from one character to another. So, and you have a bombastic voice too, and that shows.
Bombastic.
Mr. Bombastic, very fantastic.
I mean, people can disagree with me, but I think, and Justin saying, Jason from the tabletop battlefield, exactly. I need to announce Jason that way in the future. But
that's correct. Apparently, someone in the chat knows who I am.
I would say though that Lieutenant Dan's character, like from season 1 to the end of season 3, really carries the story more than any other character, in my opinion.
Sounds good to me. Let me leave.
You wouldn't have a Tales of Valhalla without Lieutenant Dan or Dan Ortega, however you want to call it, without getting copyright strike against the the name.
Let's just stay together and go straight through. If there's something waiting,
so I got some character security.
Character security, yeah.
You got the 10-picture deal.
Will Lieutenant Dan die? Well, it doesn't. The question is, how many times will he die and resurrect? Maybe, I don't know.
New protagonist.
Also, I was gonna ask, who does the water elemental voice?
Water elemental and air elemental were a brother and sister duo, and at the time they were Morgan and Aiden Wolfson, and they were like under the age of 10. Now they're practically adults, so they probably will not be able to reprise their roles because I'm sure their voices have changed since then.
You can have your kids step up.
More than likely, yeah. If I can animate and do voiceovers done in time, that might
Doesn't
be
he already
the case.
like go to sleep with Heroscape figures in his bed?
Used to.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, my son, like, as much as he can understand, he loves the series.
I would love a Heroscape plushie, not gonna lie, that would be pretty nice to have.
Oh, it's more like the Morrow Hive. He liked when he was a baby, he'd be taking that Morrow Hive and just be like, trying to destroy it, never could.
And then just stop.
That's funny.
But no, he when like I gave him his own Airborne Elite, and he calls them by the character names in the series.
Oh.
That's how much he's watched.
Very cute.
Yeah.
What? Are we on?
The iconic tin pan effect from TOV. That's point.
Show them our weapons, and we will strongly
Watching this, it honestly feels very much. I was watching the 2003 Ninja Turtles, kind of just the way sound effects and kind of the humor feels very, very much like that early 2000s. And that's not an insult, that's a compliment. That was a good era of TV.
Oh, please don't do that anymore. We have only one life,
Obviously, you did.
One thing I learned too when it comes to the editing, like sometimes not cutting while another person, like someone talks and it's on them, but you don't cut to the other person talking until like a second or two after they start. So it's just, learning little things along the way just to improve things, make things better. I mean, there's still some things I can point out, like there's some of the dialogue in the script just sounds like, why was that there? I could have written that better, so there are things that still could be tweaked, but it is the way it is.
That's the hard thing about art and stuff. It's like once you put it out there, it's like when do you stop, right? Like there's an audio engineer saying there's like a mix is never finished, it's only abandoned. You just have to let it go. Same thing, you have to let it go, and it's not until it's materialized and other people perceive it that you start to get all these things, and it's like, do you redo it? Do you
I think I heard that from George Lucas, and I think he's
release
a
4
terrible
special
person to
He's a bad example of how to decide when a project is finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When Disney
I like
gets-
that little transition right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you overlay it, Ryan? Did you just have like the same, put them in the same place and then overlay it, or?
This took 3 separate shots. Anytime I would do where the air elementals were invisible and in the place of another character, that would take 3 shots. One would be a clean plate where there's nothing. One would be with one character, and then one character with the rest of the characters, and then another shot by itself with just the elemental. And you had to make sure that you didn't move the camera so you could keep the same shot. There was a time or two I forgot, I needed to do it with the elemental, and had to like reset up the shot. It was like only a couple times because I try not to forget, but it did happen.
And you had to like crossfade the tails of each video, right? In a way that like wasn't like abrasive.
It's actually really simple. It's really simple to do. Yeah, you just fade out one and able to like keep the integrity of both. It's a simple trick, yet it looks fantastic when you see it.
Yeah, it looks great, and you did it a bunch. Obviously.
If there was somebody here, they would probably ambush us.
Obviously,
So we let ourselves be the bait to your trap, so we could spring ours.
Exactly. That is what we have been planning all along.
But
I gotta make that my text tone from now on.
What, the ding?
We're simply passing through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stand your squads down.
Like the underscore. I did a lot more of those in season 3 than I did, I think, the other seasons. That's just to let you know when the joke's happening,
It's good to let us know when to laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without a laugh track.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me what you are doing.
Justin's asking, which Heroscape figure would you want as a plushie Roguescaper? I go with Krug or Mimrim.
Definitely the Maladrix,
Oh yeah, of course. Heck yeah. I agree.
No, I would like one of the familiars as a plushie, like a little Kita plushie would be pretty great.
Anshu plushie.
Yeah.
Can I just have a hex tile as a plushie?
Hex tile plushie? Why not?
I bet
What kind
those
of hex?
exist.
What kind of hex?
Oh, just basic grass.
I want Michael's
or
tomb
water.
as a plushie. The whole map.
You just watch yourself next
I think we missed like one effect, which really wasn't much of an effect, to where you saw like a matrix move of like one of the female
I did see
agents.
that. I was
Yeah.
in
I did
comments
see.
on
Yeah,
that.
I saw her moving. Did you just bend her leg?
No, I had like 5 different like 5 different miniatures of that female, and all were different poses. So I would just change the miniature again. Simple stuff,
rad.
simple practical stuff.
That's dope, yeah.
Using the stop motion as a tool. That's nice.
You had to put her like the exact same spot though, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Try. Well, she'd be moving around anyway a little bit, so didn't matter if you
Not the end of the world.
didn't place it too much. There's some things the audience eye will forgive, as long as it's not too obvious.
I don't think it was even like something anyone would perceive, even if it was,
Well, the Matrix
I like that-
effect,
I like this
Matrix
music,
effect
by the way.
is slow motion, so I mean it works either way. So, Kremlin.
like-
Not enough happens in Kremlin.
What was that, Dan?
You know what, Garrett?
Oh no, I like the music you use for the map transition. Dun 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 dun, dun like that little like
Keep consistent with it, yeah. Too.
Yeah. Well, it's good for like signaling the audience, and it's not like you're doing it all the time, so it's not like boring,
Yeah.
Whenever we're just going to another location,
Mhm.
Intruders! Wait, you're not attacking us? Who are you two?
You soldiers
Now,
wonder
Gear and
who
Light
we
Folly, of course, is a big nod towards when me and Jason did the tabletop battlefield together for like how many number of years? It was like a good 4 years, good 4 years. And one of the first games that actually the first game that Jason introduced me to was Heroscape.
Yes.
Nice.
We are looking for a creature.
Were you guys? I know. Ryan, you're in Kentucky. Was it there or somewhere else at the time?
I lived in Michigan.
Michigan.
We both lived
Oh,
in
what
Michigan
part?
at the time. Near Detroit, basically.
Nice. My partner, she's from Kalamazoo.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
Oh, my neck of the woods.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Portage.
Yeah, I'm up near Grand Rapids.
Oh, nice. Jason, are you there now too, or did you move?
Yeah, I'm still hanging out in Michigan.
Nice. It's a fun state. I love going there.
It's around here. Then it's around here.
They got this place, like Kalamazoo downtown, like LFG, Liquid Food Gaming, and they have like all these old arcade machines and like drinks named after anime characters and bar food. But it's awesome. I had like Gauntlet Legends for the Sega Dreamcast, and it's completely different and way harder, but it's really fun to play it there.
Wait, did you say Skies of Arcadia?
Gauntlet Legends for
Gauntlet Legends, okay.
But they had like the big like arcade version.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
They had like House of the Dead and a few other like old stuff that I liked.
We would be happy to help you search.
But Geert, you just said that.
If you could give me a moment to talk to my friend.
I love the delivery on that. We'd be happy.
Yeah.
So we are going to help them?
No, they are the enemy. We'll pretend.
I wanted to establish that, of course, they're in a different faction. They do have like different orders, and so they have to find a way, unsuccessfully, to undermine, what an enemy's, telling them to do.
That sounds like a great plan.
And eventually feed into like season 4, because eventually someone from Einar will come and look for them.
Search the ridge over there. I don't care.
Not going to say who, but that will happen.
I'm gonna say Imperium, one of the Imperium guys.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'd say
it's
a hero.
The hero.
Start the fan theories.
Lots of fans.
Geert, I do.
Do you have people guessing what's going to happen in season 4 in the comments of videos ever?
Let's talk about this later.
I kind of already have laid down like a little bit of the synopsis, so it's not a huge mystery. And there's some things that I'm going to keep really, really private, because there's just some things that are like it's going to drastically change the outcome after like season 5 is done of just how everything looks. It's going to be like what Empire Strikes Back is to the original Star Wars trilogy. It's going to hopefully hit you a little bit harder.
Nice. That's cool.
I just want you all to know that under any torture or pain of death, I will not give you the information you're looking for.
I don't think
He's just in a pit.
anything from us besides me.
I know. It just felt good to say it.
Karak is here, and he knows we are here too.
We must escape. We must escape. But they took my grenades.
Who did the voice for this again? Who did the voice for Toothpick?
Tyler Fine.
Tyler Fine.
He's a young man who like when I was like kind of like a youth leader in my church, he was one of the kids, and we did some like short films like on mission trips before in the past, and then when I started writing for Tales of Valhalla and started crafting the idea of Toothpick, I wrote Toothpick basically to be Tyler's personality, because Tyler is 100% exactly this personality.
You want to tell us how you did that effect too with the floating water?
That was basically, some of it was practical, of course. You just you would have
it's like a string holding it up, or
no, actually you just stack the terrain tiles up. And then again, you just have another clean plate to where you can mask out the terrain tiles and then make him look like he's floating. But then you just add like a little bit of special effect. That again, I think that was a special effect from Tryon Films that I was able to get. They have a lot lot of nice stuff if you like wait until Black Friday. And they have like 75% off deals to just get stuff for not a bad price. And you can use that stuff for any type of project, whether it's paid or unpaid. It's completely royalty free, so it's a nice thing. And oh, we got Warpig here, or for a second. I think Warpig is kind of sick tonight, so I didn't expect him, but
scared him off, man.
Good to see him. It happens.
Sophia, first I will send out my Montenegros, and then my army will follow.
And give a shout out, like Michael was able to join us for season 2, but Michael Ortiz, who does the voice for Kimoshi, when Michael like volunteered time, and I auditioned him online, and after like I asked a few questions and had him speak a few lines, different types of, just to figure out his range, I told him, like, do you understand how good you are for like range and voice acting? And he's like, no, and so, and did the voiceover work for Kimoshi as well as Braxis at the beginning of season 2, and now is currently going to school for voice acting, which I think is incredible.
That's awesome.
Because at the time, and I think he's okay for me telling the story a little bit. At the time, I think he was just like working at Walmart and not having too much direction. It was great to actually encourage him to pursue the stream, and hopefully becomes a really good talent someday. Because he's got definitely a lot of talent. His range is more than just Kimoshi, and I hope to utilize that range for other characters in future seasons.
Great. When we find him, I'm going to take a nap.
What's the matter with you?
Justin, no, it is not Marcus. Nice guess. That was a consideration though, but I will say no more. No more guessing, because I'm not gonna answer.
There's only so many Einar heroes. We'll zero in on it eventually.
Exactly, on that too.
Are you being sarcastic with us?
Yeah, no, Warpig, you get yourself some rest. It's okay. You want to lurk? Fine, but you get some rest.
That is all well and good.
Lurk well, Warpig. Lurk well.
I would not be surprised if Inara scouts have not picked up our presence. I really do not want them to find us.
This was a fun gotcha moment on Lieutenant Dan's expense.
Try anything to us. They are a bunch of ninnies. As soon as they hear that the Lieutenant Dan is in their territory, they will surrender to me, knowing full well I will annihilate them. Here we go.
This is time to make use of a lot of these Einar Imperium.
We surrender? What?
Well, though I did a giveaway from them a little bit, so I don't have as much as I used to have, which was probably a mistake. But oh well.
What do they look like again?
Like the soldiers behind you?
What? Oh.
I like the staircase kind of effect of the terrain. Is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Kiova, right?
Say what? Oh,
what's her name again?
Kiova. Yeah.
Kiova.
Yeah. And that is also voiced by Sir Joy Ranieri.
I was gonna ask, was that me?
That is you. Okay, and backstory. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Backstory behind this: I actually had a professional voice actor who does, I think, or is doing or has done voices for like video games and stuff. Reached out to this voice actor, just being like, hey, I'm doing the series, I know it might not be possible, but if you could do a couple of lines, for one episode in the series, if you could do it pro bono, I appreciate it, or I could, give you maybe possibly a little bit of something, but I appreciate, any help you could give if possible, and just took a shot. And first they agreed. And so I thought that was cool. I'm like, okay, sent you the script, but eventually it ended up not working out. And so I had to improvise and be like, okay, who is going to voice then this female empress? Well,
Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
Well, leave a
Are you
comment saying.
hungry?
I have to make that a loop video one of those days.
Silence.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry? But yeah, so I made her kind of bombastic too, almost like she was like larger than life empress, you know.
Excuse me.
Kind of her pose.
Yeah.
I see it. You know.
You do know that there's an army of Morrow camped south of us, right?
I suppose that is no secret. That is why I'm here with
And this decision, or this action of Henderson tripping her over and insulting her, has ramifications in future seasons. I'm just saying. So not all plot threads were closed at the end of this season. There's still some open.
I think I laugh in a different voice every season.
Probably so.
Because I'm the guards in season 2, right?
You and a few others, yeah. Yeah, I did a mix. And for Drudge to work, they would have to have the high ground, otherwise, you know, they would get wiped out pretty quickly.
A lot of nods, a lot of nods.
Ryan is a rule stickler.
Yeah. It should be on Swamp too. You can do that in like the last episode.
Get the Nagrubs there. Now, the shot coming up where the camera follows Henderson, I do a few of these shots where the camera follows a character during some type of action scene, though not often, but enough just to, like, when it happens, it really stands out. And it takes a lot of pre-planning to do it, but it was a lot of fun just having a character running through a battle, you know?
Time to go. No complaints here. Follow me, guys. Right behind you.
It's so nice.
Take that. Why kill all 4 of us? You're the one who
And the whole time, like, Lieutenant Dan's just arguing with Henderson, which, you know, is a trope.
Can we talk about this later?
Hurry up.
Did you do any like color grading or color effects in post, or is this all on camera as well?
Loots, yeah. I use a loot again from Triune, Triune, the Triune store, Triune Films. I think it was Interstellar loot. For some reason, that just
color grading is a thing that really will just elevate your production.
Well, and I had the settings of the DSLR that T3 had that I used just to flat, so that way I made sure to white balance, and that took time to figure out too, because early animations you could see some things are kind of like a little hot, and not as crisp, but eventually I learned to white balance a lot better, and then you white balance, you know, and everything's a bit flat. You can add color and really saturate what you want to saturate. And it really makes everything pop too.
The fire elemental is out for rescuing at the moment. The last one would be the Prime Earth.
Yeah, it hides a lot of their kind of plasticiness, and they're just very Heroscape figures are very satiny, like very shiny, reflective.
Right.
So it doesn't make them look just so reflective of the lights and stuff like that. So that's
takes time to figure it out, and you can't figure it out until you actually do it. So that's why season 1 just a little less, but season 3 makes just it all worth it.
Like, you could have told me those were real plants you put there, and I would agree with you.
And this is another thing too about composing a scene and doing shots for a scene, and I didn't have it took time to develop this checklist when it comes to animating a scene, to where you start in a wide shot, you start animate everything on a wide shot, usually just like all the way through a scene. You just do the talking, unless you're doing different like viewpoints of a wide shot, but you start with a wide shot, then medium shots, then close-ups, and your close-ups, the reason why you do the close-ups last is because you're breaking down the set in order to get the camera in close enough to a character. So a lot of the times you see a close-up of a character, everything else, like all that terrain, most of it's gone. It's broken down to get the camera in there.
Jandar, it's so good to see you.
the voice for Morsbane. Kind of a Norwegian type of.
Shout out to Ken Mathis who voiced Morsbane. He was
that's Ken?
That's Ken?
He did great.
Ken Mathis. Yeah, no. Different Ken.
Oh.
Not Matthias Maccabees.
My bad.
No. No,
Okay.
No, his name's Kenny Mathis. He was a fellow Specs Howard alumni, a student. You remember Ken, right, Joe?
Yeah, that does not sound like him.
Okay, it's him.
Just hold it for 1 second. Just hold it.
And I told him because he's kind of like in a ministry. At least last I checked, he was in a ministry. So I'm like, just do your best preacher voice for Morris Bane, and it worked. It worked.
Yeah, from a distance.
I most certainly thank.
What's the deal with the cactus, Justin? You mean an earlier shot? Well, I wanted to show a transition that they're going from swamp to desert, so I kind of show that in the terrain that there's like a little bit of a you got your swamp, grassy area, and then it transitions into the desert in the region.
Then I will seek out Sigdema for justice for my mom.
No need to worry.
And that's actually true backstory that Morris Bane is saying. Morris Bane's mother did get killed by Morris Bane and Sudema. So that's actual Heroscape lore. Again, Jeremy's not here.
Cosmet, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Jeremy. And hold on a second, my cats are fighting. Give me a moment. Give me 1 moment.
That's funny.
And taken to the frozen north of Phelan.
Yeah, I gotta like brush up on my like Phelan elf lore. I know it's like super fleshed out. I haven't read through it all though.
Yeah, it's the most in depth. They have different ages and like different factions, and like it's an interesting read.
Yeah, it's kind of like what they were prototype, what they did with like Mars, how they had the Morrow with the the primitive weapons, then the super advanced stuff, and all that. So it seems pretty cool. Also, Roguescaper, I think I posted like a couple months ago or something in your Discord for the Jandar's gym shirts. If you ever make those again, I'll buy like 3. I just really like them.
I do, yeah. It's pinned on my to-do list. I've just
yeah, I know. I totally get it, man.
Busy with life again. It catches up on me, but no, it's pinned right there. I lost the original file, so I have to recreate it from scratch, which delayed me.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I like how you made Kremlin a desert, because Heroscape has this whole desert that is just like unexplored in all the lore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping we get a desert expansion set someday.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I wanted these characters to go all over the map, and I'm going to make use of every bit of terrain and every region that I could within this story, because you want to go through all of Valhalla when you're going through this story. Okay, I kind of make a creative liberty on Drake Alexander's grapple gun. I admit that.
That's all good. When I was a kid, I thought it was like, like center gun and then 2 side guns, so it was like and shooting from the center at the same time. So I didn't understand what a grapple gun was when I was like a kid.
Sometimes it's a gun, sometimes it's a grapple gun, sometimes it's a club. It just depends on what he needs it for.
Right.
How long does each? Oh, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh no, you're good, Joe. You go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I was just asking, how long does it take you to make each like scene, like this scene right here? How many like minutes or hours did it take to prep this one?
Oh my goodness. Well, they're talking a lot, and actually, believe it or not, sometimes depending on like how many characters you have in a scene, a fight scene is a lot shorter than a talking scene, because a talking scene, you have to get wide shots and close-up, medium shots and close-ups of every character talking from whatever angle, so it can take a good deal of time and a lot of photos in a talking scene. I know that didn't answer the question. like I couldn't tell you like in minutes. It probably
Yeah.
takes a few nights worth of animating to go through a scene like this.
Do you build a set and do like shots and then like go back for pickups, or do you kind of have to get it all at once because you've like moved on type of deal?
For a majority, for like 95 to 99% of everything, I had to get everything done, you know, when I set up the set. And of course, like when I'm animating season 2, if I have like this set in season 2, because you see some of this in season 2, I also animate it for season 3. With this, there's an exception though, and that is this scene in this scenario. I did make different variations of this set and scene because a lot happens, and so there's a lot of the stuff that I animate for season 3 much later than the current set pieces in season 2. But this is one I've already built before, and you know I spend time in Virtualscape, you know, figuring out, you know, what additions I would build with it as well.
They have like maps of it in case you ever need to go back for most of it.
Yeah, majority of all the sets I built on Virtualscape. So if I need to recreate a set, with the exception of this one, it took a week to come up with my own head, because this is something you can't make on Virtualscape.
Yeah, right.
And I'm actually starting to make, because I recorded myself building this set. Eventually it's going to come out a build video of me building this set. It was a long time to make, but it was well worth it because it's such a fun scene, seeing this them walking over a ravine, just showing another interesting aspect of what this desert possibly could be. And of course, shout out.
Start filming the next.
Yeah. What do you say? What you say?
Oh, I'll say when you're filming the next season, you got to take a lot of behind-the-scenes footage, just because I feel like that'd be just as interesting as the actual finished product.
Oh no, I agree. And the reason why I didn't do a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff for season 2 or season 3 is because I wanted to get those things done. Otherwise, I never would have gotten it done. So we'll see. I mean, I ended up doing like a lot of behind-the-scenes when it came to the editing of all of this because I streamed it. So.
I like that skull on the ground, by the way.
Mm-hmm. All 3D printed. And I want to shout out. Okay, shout out High Ground Tiles for a lot of these terrain set pieces that really just made Valhalla come alive, especially in season 3 and seeing, you know, what 3D printed stuff you could put down on there. When it came to like the tunnels, the caverns, and stuff. You see a little bit of like the mine caverns at the end of season 3, but we're going to see a lot more in coming seasons of like the Valhalla Underground.
Are those tiles there?
Theirs? Yep. And that was a lot of that was 3D printed by this 3D printer back here. All those sand tiles.
Oh, sorry.
Daniel, Gimp, you two stay behind me. Cover whatever we
One thing I like about like this whole series is the fact that yes, you're seeing an engaging story with characters, but it almost feels like people are just playing a scenario game and just like speaking as the characters would speak and just going through like a scenario in the game. That's why
like an actual role play.
Yeah, sometimes I try not to hide. Sometimes I mean I try to make it look like they're in a world, but at the same time sometimes you see the teeth of like a tile, which you just saw a second ago. So I try not to mask too much of the fact that you know that this is a game.
Just as simple as that, huh? Let's get back to the real world.
Yeah, I wish like I know Joe Crazy's got his like his Heroscape adventure, and I know like if you look up Heroscape, it does say it's like a role playing game, but I feel like there's not like a way to like play, like you kind of just make the story in your head, you know, and then it's like you kind of like do wargaming scenarios, which is cool, but it'd be cool if they had like a almost like a D&D light kind of module that you could do with the characters. Obviously, you could use them for any game system, you know, because they're minis. But if they designed something that was a little more like in between, like basically what Joe's doing.
It'd be great to have like a Heroscape one shot.
Yeah, like you reenact the story of like negotiating with these guys and hear like some possible outcomes, and negotiating with the gallery or something with Vidar, and you know, you need these sets and you could fight with this or do this, and you know, it's like a choose your own adventure maybe kind of thing.
Renegade has a lot of, you know, RPGs in their toolkit. I foresee someday, if the IP is big enough, that it can support like a Heroscape role playing game. I think it would be really fun. Build your own character. You know, anything's possible, but you have like these lists of things, and the world's so fun to play in that I would play it as a RPG fan.
Yeah, me too. Because sometimes, you know, I every time I play, I end up being like more and more competitive because I want to win and stuff. Sometimes I just like playing the unit, but yeah, not that I'm any good, but.
I don't know if I ever said this, Ryan, but I always like your teleporting animation.
Yeah. It's my favorite effect. It's my favorite effect out of
just a quick little
effects. Yeah, it's so simple, but yeah, and it's just a couple of like of like, you know, like special effect animation stuff. You know, you just insert into the scene. All you're doing practically is just removing Tubakra from the shot. Basically, you just have them wobble a little bit and then move them, and then you just add the effect.
He really does not like us.
And I like this. This is like a nod towards season 1 of why Nigok-Sa is so mad at him, because they kind of destroyed most of his Mara warriors.
Yeah, what effects did you use on the voice to modulate it? To make it like
what, Nigok-Sa?
Distorted. Yeah, Nigok-Sa.
That's actually mostly Jason's voice. But a lot of it, I mean, it's just playing with it on what's the here, a second. Playing with it on SoundForge, and modulating the voice to be echoey, kind of like a Kimoshi. I have actually like presets for modulating the Maro type voices, because I mean the Maro squads are voiced mostly by me, and Joe is there. Joe can attest to the fact when I did most of the Maro squad voices, it was an event unlike any other. I think it scarred him for life. Is that right, Joe?
Maybe.
The glowing hands is pretty awesome too. Is that tracking? Did you do that? Because that was movement. Or
Forever Scar Carver.
Yeah, right there. That's pretty cool.
That took a lot of work. That is one effect, and it's really good. It does take a lot of work because it is a couple of effects that are basically on repeat, because they only last for like a second or two. So you kind of have to find ways to extend it to make it last longer, or just you know, bump multiple clips of it together to make it work.
You have a plan? You can do what? Guys, I think I can.
But did you track it, or did you manually?
I tracked
frame,
it.
like...
Yeah, no, there was a lot of tracking. Yeah.
I will help out my elite.
Yeah, a lot of tracking.
I've got him, Gimp.
See, it's so much easier. A gunfire effect is so easy. It's just a couple of frames and flash, and then you're done.
Come at me, bro.
I love this part though. This is the part everybody wants to see is Drake v Nigok-Sa, you know. And the fight just looks so nice.
That shift is awesome.
Yeah. And then, yes, this is an Earth Elemental ability, but it should. It should be.
That is sick, dude. You had to do a frame for every single one of those, right?
For the terrain moving? Yeah. I love like Sean Gallagher voicing Drake Alexander. The way he taunts is just so fun. And I love how both battles are going on at once. Individual battles are going on at once. It flowed really well.
So since we got this prime elemental now, let's get out of here.
Makelda's group doesn't know.
I'd say, I mean, the season 3 final battle is fun, but this desert, the whole desert battle sequence was just a lot of fun to animate. But yeah, it was
choreographed.
Yeah, very nice paced, nicely paced. Yeah.
A piece of wall like that one, Lieutenant Dan. Remember from Vidar?
Oh yeah. You're the one that stopped those gorillas from I mean, you saved the lives of those armed gorillas, because I most certainly could have trounced them.
Uh-huh, sure. But why are you here now?
Please, be at ease. I'm here to help
And
you
Evar is voiced by Charles, who voices Karak the Elementalist as well. Another fine talent of a voice. He was a teenager when he started voicing for Tales of Valhalla. Now he's in his 20s, but actually 10 plus years. He's going to become close to his 30s now. My goodness, I feel old.
Are you gonna you're gonna call all these people that were like teenagers back to see if they want to reprise their roles once they
Yeah, I try and keep in touch with a lot of them. Some have distanced themselves, so we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping majority of people can come back. Just a lot of people have moved on and moved from Michigan, so it's gonna just trying to find time to manage that.
They must have realized they were messing
Justin
with
says it worked
me.
with Star Wars.
Scared to death.
No, that's not it. Wait, where's the rest of your group?
Oh no. Kelda?
This was a diversion. Kelda's group could be walking into a trap.
This was a big set. Big set. And this was another one that, eventually had to tear down a little bit. Close-ups.
Please don't say that again.
Hey guys, there's nothing to worry about. We found the prime Earth.
Oh, another shout out. Gentleman who plays Johnny Shotgun Sullivan, Mark Pierce, is actually a musician.
Very unusual.
Him and his wife have their own band. They play what is it? Irish Celtic music, I think.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. No, they're really good. They're really good.
I never caught this. Did the Earth Elemental say, yo, what's happening, or yo, what's up?
Something like that. I think I voiced the Earth Elemental for this one.
I never caught that.
Yeah.
Yes, I am very much alive. Do you think the shattering of a pendant would kill me?
And that's a reference to lore. The shattering of a pendant would kill me.
Your army is already moving up to the north, and it looks like we are ready here.
Yes, it is time to see how well your plan works.
It will work.
You three down there, with the primes.
Now the question you need to ask yourself is when Karak eventually kind of gets captured, did he plan to get captured, or did he plan to kill everybody and just surrender himself? We don't know. The world may never know. Actually, if everything he did was on purpose or not.
Your plot threads.
Right. Let me think.
Too late. Mind shackle.
Is everyone okay? That didn't hit anyone.
I love being able to show kind of how characters might end up being mind shackled a little bit.
Rico? Are you guys okay?
Just have them move a little bit jittery.
Oh no.
Good. We got them. We go, sir. Take yours and go. I will be right behind you.
No.
So yeah, Nyugsa obviously a little bit weaker than Kimoshi, so Nyugsa is controlling one person while Kimoshi can control two.
We'll kill that human.
Hey, come on, guys. It's me.
And by the way, I really hope that the big hulking Morrow miniature that they showed a few weeks ago at the convention, I don't think it is, but I really hope it's Chemoshi, so I can have Chemoshi go through like a friggin' evolution and her like being like a big bad villain sometime in the future. That would be so cool.
Do some morph cuts and some like that'd be fun. Just to kind of your Pokemon's evolving type of animation.
Who is that? Pokemon. It's evolving. What is it? Is it going to be Butterfree? No, it's not. No.
It's honestly, if that's her, that would be such a cool arc. I'd really like it if like there was like a bigger Moro in charge who's just like, all right, now I'm gonna fucking like just destroy you and like rebuild you however I want. The Secrets of the Citadel seems like there's a lot of like body horror stuff going on. Like that figure, like I look at it and it's like actually like kind of like it's scary. It's like
unnerving.
Unsettling.
Yeah, it's a bit unnerving.
Yeah. I'm like I don't want to look at it for that long. I think it's a witch too, so it can work with the undead Valkyrie. Remnants of Revna, yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if that particular Mara was a Revna mini. It wouldn't surprise me.
I have to go and help my friends.
Now, this is a thread it's another one that we don't finalize in season 3. Henderson's connection to Estevar, and Estevar being the one pulling the threads, and he's not really honest with everybody at the end of the series about, or even like after this event happens, on who gave him those glyphs, and how did he know that getting that glyph would be able to retrieve the fire elemental for him. So there's a little bit of a darkness plot thread for Henderson.
And it looks like I am still the stronger one.
She is not alone.
Right, Geert. Let's go.
Single Roman Archer ain't doing much.
So, more weak humans wanting to fight.
What are you two doing?
Ryan's got like 3 archers in his back pocket.
And Garrett and Light Folly had to like throw themselves out there to prove something, and that caused them basically to get involved,
Everyone that you've been protecting, captured or dead, what would Yen
You notice that Kelda's got 2 wounds. If she would get 3 wounds on her, she would be dead. So that kind of like subtly shows the seriousness of the situation.
Yeah, she can't heal herself, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
That was a great moment.
Oh, when the hero shows up. I need at least one of those moments in this, and yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
It's pretty darn epic, if I do say so myself. Here, give me a moment, guys.
Surprised one of the people didn't say glyph happens.
Well, my character wasn't there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow took them.
We have to go after them right now.
Oh yeah, I see the darkness now. He's like pissed off.
You are on fire.
Wonderful. What did we miss?
Kelda, what happened?
We got ambushed.
Toothpick, Mariko, and Johnny were
Yeah, fire elemental like intensifies someone's personality.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Fire rage. No, totally.
We don't have time for this.
Excuse me. I was not talking to you. So what happened next? How did you survive?
I don't make Raylan kind too much. That's why Kelda's more of the kind one.
Calm down.
We're just gonna walk away.
Yeah. Gear's trying to get Light Folly away.
Come on, Light Folly.
Oh, right, Geert.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Whoa, Henderson, buddy, hey, come on. There's no need to get angry.
The Prime Fire will increase your anger if you let it.
I was watching Stranger Things for a second. Whoa, Henderson.
I'm sorry.
Henderson is right, Raven. He did just save us using the glyphs.
Where did you get those glyphs?
Yeah, see,
Pit
she's
trap I had
suspicious.
since when we first encountered Karak with those orcs. And this one, it was lying in the sand over there, and I found him when I was thrown.
And that is all that happened?
Yes.
So you just found a
That yes
glyph
just kind of
that's suited for
explains
this
it. It
situation,
wasn't a confident yes.
and you just knew how to use it right away.
Zen states the obvious.
Raylan, just let it go for now. What is important is that he saved us and was able to get the prime fire elemental.
And he captured that goblin. His name is Karak, Geert. Right, like I said, Karak.
So, we captured Karak, but in turn, Mariko, Shotgun, and Private Tooth got captured. We have to go get them back. Are you well enough to lead, Kelda?
Yes. Do not worry about me. We need to find out where the Morrow are taking them.
I may be able to help with that.
He's aligned with Estevar, right?
Evar from Vidar.
Mhm.
Yes, that's right.
At the end, right? He's like, Master, da-da-da.
Evar?
Yeah, right? Or is that someone else?
No, Vidar.
Vidar.
Evar reports to Vidar, who has like the body of a Slowborg squad figure, because he was able to transform, or he's able to transfer his self, because he also lost his body, when the Wellsprings disappeared. So he was able to transfer his essence into that machine, which is kind of like what Vidar would probably do. That type of character.
They're Soulborgs. You can put your soul in them, right?
Yep.
The power of this great prime is ice or cold.
Correct. My best guess to where your friends are being taken is somewhere up north. But if you want the exact location, I think Karak could provide us with that information.
If he is willing to help us.
Let's keep Korok contained for now. North is where the Morrow were going anyway, so we will head that way too. After we get out of this desert, we will rest for the night and make a plan in the morning.
Again, the background is so nice on this. Hi. Shout out twice again for high ground tiles. They just, if that was just regular sand terrain, it just wouldn't look as good. And for me, the best special effect of the whole series is that campfire. Because that's a practical 3D printed campfire, and then I added just the fire overlay on it, and it just looks so good every time I see it.
Let's do this.
I think you talked about it on the stream a while back,
Yeah.
how long it took you and stuff.
What?
You stay still, Karak. Do not move. Do not speak in a way
Now we're
that
getting
makes me
into,
nervous,
this
or back
is
in the trap you
the episode, this is the beginning of episode 8, and episode 8, 9, and 10 are essentially, together is an hour long in themselves, because here where we're at right here. Yeah, we're an hour, 2 minutes into it, so yeah, I got about another hour to go. So the last 3 episodes take an hour, it's just like the final climax, which this is practically a story in itself. I could have done like a part 1 and a part 2 if I wanted to, but I said, no, I'll just keep them all together.
First, I need your word on something. I will guide you to the location, and in turn, you will not keep me in that trap.
That's it? What does it catch?
Why, nothing. I am powerless without the elementals. I sincerely
Yeah, currently he has no elementals that he's controlling.
But he could just like grab them from like 2 or 3 of the people around. Right?
That's the only power he has, is to extract them and then gain their power.
We have little choice.
Yeah, you need like 2 guys like with like knives at his throat.
Yeah, you can't trust him.
Your party come to harm by me.
All the same, you will stay with Evar and Drake at all times.
So, we have an agreement then.
Hey, Kelda, we rested long enough. Let's get going.
Kelda, don't do this.
Raylan, we have no choice. Yes, Korak. We agree.
Did you do that zooming in post-production, or was that like live on camera where you zoomed into him and then back out?
That
on Kelda.
That was I was on camera. Yeah, that was on set. Yep.
Nice.
And that's manually adjusting the lens too every time. And there's a little tweak there. I didn't mean to keep that Tales of Valhalla logo on, because that's actually introduced in the episode. I needed to edit that out. Oh well. My mistake.
Doesn't work. Start over.
Back to the drawing board.
I'll be back.
Sure. How
For sure.
convenient. The only thing we can do now is watch and wait.
In the cold? Wonderful.
What cold? You three should not be feeling cold.
This
is Ryan the Archer.
Yeah, this is my favorite voice. Favorite character's voice. Sylvaris.
Not elves.
Never mind that. You four find a good place to stay hidden.
I got
and wait for
Joe
my
Crazy
sister to
there
fire you
as
wet.
Aubrey and Archer.
Yes! We know you will use your staff.
And never forget, we fight, no matter the odds.
I feel like every time that Moore's Bane appears on the screen, he's got to go through the talk of his mother and stuff. That's just continuing on his mind, you know? But nobody cares.
For we all.
There it is.
Yes, right. Go to your hidden perches and remember, no attacking into my signal. Oh, okay? Very good then, very good then.
I did a lot of 3D printing for that. But yeah, I wanted it to end at Thaylink. I thought that was kind of important. We started, and we were continuing in so many other areas, but Thaylink just seemed like a good place to finish it all.
The snow and ice in this scene is very nice.
Mm-hmm. And you just see a little bit of what our heroes are probably going to be facing, especially that Mara snake.
What a sound effect.
Hmm.
Halt! We are close to the Thaylink border.
Good. We wait for everyone to catch up.
Are you sure it was a good idea to send Raylan alone to scout ahead?
She can take care of herself. If anyone can find that group of Mara,
Yeah, I had established the fact that Raylan wasn't in the party anymore, so I had to kind of explain
I
that.
said I would guide you to the correct place.
And we need to make sure you are telling the truth. If the Mara are heading north as you say, Raylan will make sure of it, and if all goes well, then we will arrive at the destination, and she'll be there too.
You want to make sure I'm telling the truth? And have backup just in case I betray you? Do not
And we'll learn a little bit about Karak right here in this scene as well.
Be considered evil, but dishonesty and betrayal.
According to him, he's a swell dude, you know.
Is not how I was raised. When I say I will guide all of you safely to where the Mara are taking your friends, I will do as I say.
So, your family? Wait, let me guess. Was an aristocratic one?
My family is aristocratic, and I was raised with a very specific purpose.
That would not have to do with controlling elementals, would it?
Or talking way too much?
Ugh. I do not know why a group of common soldiers would be much use to you, Kelda. I am curious, though. How did
And he still thinks that, like, the airborne elite are beneath him. And the only line I wish I could have added, I'll include it in, like, season 4 or season 5, is the fact that, you know, Karak keeps on calling, like, especially the Airborne Elite common soldiers, when we know already they're a unique squad in the game. So the line I should have brought sometime, especially like near the end of Season 3, is, you know, Karak calling them like a common soldier, and then one of them says, we're not common, we're unique, you know. But that might be a line I bring in. It'll have to be a line I bring in like Season 4 or Season 5.
All the power that he had is in my pocket now.
Kurok took me without my permission and forced out my power for his use.
And shout out to Jerry Anderson, who voiced Fire Elemental, as well as like a few other characters in the series. He was also a Specs Howard alumni, but wasn't in our class, Joe. It was he was just someone that actually found through the network, and he was able to provide some voiceovers.
Yeah, I met him once or twice.
Agreed. I like your attitude, Fire.
I am still wondering, why are we along for this trip?
Well, because both of you have lots of help to offer us.
Really? Like what?
This has established the fact that Garrett and Lightfall are only along because they don't want to let them go and tattletale to Einar.
Because you have a spear, and you have a bow and arrows.
And how
the music just stops.
Gonna stop someone with magic powers like Karak?
This is where, like, when it came to the editing, I started having more fun, and I had the music become a character in itself. The music and the sound become a character, and that started flowing a lot better the more I started making stuff.
For a few seconds.
Plus, we needed them with us so they could not report back to Einar, but it might be good not to mention that.
And here we go.
Is over. The border to Thay-Link Tundra is just a few steps away. It should not be too long of a journey to where the Mara are.
How is this border just a few steps away? We are talking about ice and snow.
Really rub it in there, Lieutenant Dan.
Right now. There is no way we are going to have ice and snow just like that. We would have to...
It's Heroscape. We can have a quick
transitional piece.
Yeah, we can have transition. We can have a quick transition if we need it.
Ouch! Kinda slick, eh, Henderson?
No one told me this is gonna be cold.
Wow. That was an interesting land transition. Don't you think so, Soldier Dan?
Whatever. Light Folly. My name is Lieutenant Daniel Taylor.
If you didn't know already,
remember that.
Remember that.
All enemies fear the sound of my name.
Absolutely.
All enemies fear the sound of my gun.
Yes.
I will make all perish and squeal at the sound of my
and I think I had, like, sometimes when people start talking and go off camera, they're usually saying more stuff afterward as well that you can't get in.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight.
I think sometimes, Joe, you would say, like, you kept on talking like, Ryan, is that enough? And be like, yeah, okay, yeah. You probably talked 2 or 3 times longer than you should have, but it didn't matter.
I like to cover my bases.
Exactly.
Excellent. From what Kirak told me, where we place each elemental is important to begin releasing the seal. First at the north standing space is the prime air elemental. Then the prime earth on the south, and the prime water on the east.
The Warpig saying the abrupt the abrupt transition made me laugh. Yeah. It's like a nod to, like, Heroscape map building, really.
Now we wait for Kirak to show.
I love, out of all the 3D printed stuff I've 3D printed, these wooden, like, hex tiles are, they, like, the 3D print material I got, they actually feel kind of rough, like they are, like a wooden type of material. So how they feel like they look.
Now, so Bakra, when Kirak arrives and
Renegade copied that idea with the ship
Yeah,
terrain.
no kidding. Oh, I need to see how that terrain feels, though. You know, yeah, it does look pretty wooden. Oh, I think we lost Joe.
Kirak would have betrayed us sooner or later. Now he will not have to worry about that anymore. Then, when I acquire this power for myself, everyone in Valhalla will bow to me.
All right. Joey Ranieri had to hop off, but Joey, thank you so much for joining. And again, I thank you and appreciate all the time and effort that it was to spending many long voice acting sessions with me in front of a microphone, going through the whole script, because you definitely had the mother load of the lines in it. So appreciate you, Joe, and get ready, because sooner or later we're going to be at it again. Take care. All right. And it's a shame, Joe, because you're going to miss your moment, because Lieutenant Dan has his moment with Karak near the end, but it's okay. It's okay. You take care of yourself. We're still going to celebrate it.
Valhalla, but Yandar must have sensed Utgar was up to something, so Yandar interrupted the transfer.
There's that. There's that line.
Supposedly unable to be.
Again, that's why everything's scattered, damaged, because it just slammed into the surface, basically. So.
There they are. Mariko's shotgun and toothpick.
Henderson, wait.
And here we go. Thus begins the potential showdown.
You, all of you, stay still, or he dies.
You lied to us, you rotten little.
Wrong. I kept my honor. I gave my word that I would guide you all here safely, but I did not say anything about after we arrived here.
You know.
What were you thinking going head first before everyone else? Who do you think you are?
Had to read the fine print in the contract, apparently.
Bolster the deal, pray don't alter any further.
Exactly.
All of you, shut up. Do not talk or move.
Here we come. Okay. Here comes Morrisbane. Morrisbane's gonna save the day. Or Raylan. Raylan's gonna save the day. Either
nice,
one.
Nice frame and frame shot there. That was nice too.
Yeah. That took some thinking. Make sure that shot was set up the way it should. And okay, here they go. Gonna save. No, they're not. They're gonna fall in there.
That was very funny.
That effect with like the sign on the like on the brick, you know, showing like some type of magic sign. That took a little bit of time because you had to like mask out everything but what was being shown on the pavement.
It's pretty sick.
And the creature gets unlocked.
Like these moments when like all this stuff happens, like this is when it like I know you're saying it's like a board game and the kids are like acting out the scenario, but like when this happens, it's like, oh shit, like this is like a real.
Dude, this stuff just got real.
But like it feels like it's like happening in the world, you know what I mean? Like like the real factor just like kicks in with stuff like this.
Yeah, no more fun and games. And Kimoshi does what Kimoshi does.
Sorry, Kirak. If there is any great power, it is going to be mine.
Does Kimoshi know, like, what she's looking for in terms of his great power?
Obviously not. Probably Kurok fed her different information than what was actually than what actually happened.
Oh no.
I bet she figures though she could just mind shackle, so it doesn't matter what he's giving her, you know.
Whatever she was expecting, it didn't happen the way she thought.
I truly thank them for their sacrifice.
That laugh. I just love it.
Where is this prime elemental anyway? I should be feeling its presence by now. I thought Kurok said it was supposed to be big.
There he is.
It is big.
What? My mind blast should have killed you.
It would have if it was not for this.
Let's Chewbacca. Got it.
That magic ice beam is so nice. It's actually like an electric beam that I just like kind of made a little bit more icy.
It's cooled it down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare my army to attack.
We got a couple of these
I
moments.
like watching this all at once. It's really, it helps like the narrative flow.
Sure.
Yep.
It's like when you get the box set of your favorite like series, you're like, oh wait, they were like telling a consistent story that I never realized was just watched on TV.
Let's move. We cannot do anything for them. We have to move.
I think someone commented a long time ago, when your healer says nothing can be done for them, then you know that they're in pretty bad shape.
Gimp, grenade.
All right.
Last one.
And I like showing that the airborne elites, their ammo and their grenades have a limit. Like they start with a full tank, you know, at the very beginning of season 2. But as time goes on, they're losing what grenades and bullets they have. So I can almost imagine that when Lieutenant Dan, I mean, nothing is said, but when Lieutenant Dan faces off against Kurok, maybe he only has one bullet left and he's got to make it count.
That would
So
be cool.
just think about that when we get to that scene.
I failed them. What am I going to tell Yandar? And now this monster is out under Kurok's control.
I will fight them. It'll give you time to escape. I will back you up.
Daniel, you lead the rest out of here. We will hold them off as long as we can.
It's Lieutenant Dan. Ugh, whatever. All right.
Although that name
Consider it
for the
done.
season, future seasons is going to change a little bit.
You all have one choice. Bow down.
Did you get a cease and assist or anything like that?
No, but I don't want to get one.
Yeah.
Very well. Kill them.
Like Captain Dan or something. Admiral Dan.
It's going to be a fun change. That's something I've already actually written out for season 4.
Nice.
So
Okay.
Wrong way.
That's sweet.
yeah, Moore's Pain coming in. Doing a little bit of a hero move.
That is the signal.
And of course there's our real hero. You know. Nope.
Wait. They moved to a different area. Let's move. Let me at them. I will take them all.
And yes, that is voiced by me. I know
Yeah.
that's tough to believe, but yes, that's if Legolas was a high-pitched whiny nerd, you know.
What is going on?
Fantastic! That is Morris Bane's negation power. It makes an enemy's powers completely useless.
Okay,
That did not work. New plan, please.
That will not work with us. Our light forces are slowly merging, and you cannot use that negation power on both of us at the same time. You lose. Valhalla is mine. And unless you want to end up like your dead friends back there, I suggest all of you join me. You will not get another chance.
You?
He gives a lot of chances, though.
Talk too much.
Hey, where'd that grenade come from? I thought his last one was just used
Yeah, same.
a few scenes ago.
Gimp addresses that. I had one left over. It didn't really do much to him other than just tick him off.
Gimp, time to run.
But even in like this, you know, very intense moment, both Gimp and Daniel Taylor understood the fact that possibly separating them was probably the better option instead of facing them together. Which is actually the wrong assumption, but you know, it worked out. It worked out.
Like anytime. Where are they?
Like me?
On a related topic, there seems to be several possible trademarks to Lieutenant Dan, but they pertain to alcohol and restaurants, so they don't actually affect your show.
Well, there's the Lieutenant Dan band. There's 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 who's the actor who plays him in Forrest Gump?
Well, there's difference between legal trademarks and just having the name.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't think I would ever be called out on it, but
no.
I'm still gonna change the name a little bit.
They're also like not people, so it's not like it's confusing in a story. I guess he's an army man represented in something.
But Daniel Taylor, Lieutenant Dan, in this series is a relative of the Lieutenant Dan of Forrest Gump, because you see in Lieutenant Dan's backstory in Forrest Gump different relatives that die in every single war in the past in the United States. So it's my backstory on this particular character is a relative that was about to die, got transferred to Valhalla. So that's kind of the legacy of that character.
Cool. Very cool.
So that is a nod to that film, that character, that franchise. Probably a big nod, but you know, still a nod. I love this. This is actually like just reminds you of what classic Heroscape was about. You know, Raylan, you know, defending, and the heroes like just attacking as best they can.
And Morrow Stinger spam too.
Yep, Morrow Stinger spam. Yep. But and what Sergeant Drake says there, just like the old days, that is a big nod towards what Heroscape was in the past. Very big nod.
Yeah, Raylan was kind of a broken figure.
Now everybody wants to use her, you know.
Well, for 80 points and a +2 defense, everyone around her, like, what was it, a 6-hex Aurora for original version, I think, something like that. It's pretty ridiculous.
That's why she's
That's
why she's kind of banned mostly, or otherwise, or you use Delta points on her to where her point level goes.
Still
way.
player
Delta point value.
Oh yeah, still
140.
140. Oh yeah, for sure. Still worth it.
People still play it, like in some builds. It just makes sense.
Still good.
What happened?
Now, you see a contrast between Henderson's interaction with Estevara and then Toothpick's interaction with Estevara. Henderson, like, still keeps himself and is honest about his interaction with Estevara, where end of the series we find that Henderson doesn't say anything about interacting with Estevara at all.
Yeah, what are her motives? We don't really get into that. She kind of just helps him a
Oh,
little.
her motives last for a good few seasonal story arcs. So we're talking about like we don't see the ultimate end goal until like season 7, season
9.
8, something like that. Yeah.
Wait, time out. Hold it. Mi amigo. Let's have a conversation. Why are you helping us? Is it because you want something? Because I'm gonna lay it down on the table right now. I'm not giving up my Bajor.
Of course not.
What? No. I want nothing. Korok must be defeated, and I will tell you how to do it. You must do exactly what I say.
And shout out to my mom and a friend of me and my wife's, Damaris, for being the dual voice of Estevar as well. You know, it's so great to animate these Torkoal knives because their hands just have the right type of grip to grab people by the head or the arm or something. I was only able to do it like a couple times in this series, but when I was able to, I definitely took advantage of it. I love this moment. The Sergeant Drake moment, just clocking Negoksaw in the head and then climbing up on the snake, is just so epic. I took a lot of shots for this particular sequence and only used about maybe a quarter of them because I just wanted a lot just to make sure I had enough.
I do love when Drake goes to action mode. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Transitioning just from one pose to another, you know.
I know you've like ridden it, but would you ever like add like jetpack Drake to like do something?
Quite possibly. That could be a pose. It just, since the smoke
like
is already on him, I'd have to figure out how to animate it. But yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
Run the other way, Gimp.
I hope Kilda and the others are having a better time than us.
So we see the Zute.
might-
It did.
Yeah. You might be able to like paint the like what you did with the fire. You might be able to like paint the smoke like more like fire, and then put like fire coming out, and then
maybe
add,
I could add like just smoke trailing out of the thing that is possible.
You could paint it red too, like on the edge of the jetpack, and add the fire thing.
It's true.
Patience.
Matter of fact, I
Might
know.
be a lot.
Actually, Josiah painted my Drake Alexander. I don't remember if he added red to it or not. I have to get it out and check.
Finally,
I think I did. Yeah,
you did.
Nice.
No
Yeah, that's one thing when I got it. I was like, oh, man, I wish it wasn't just all smoke.
Of what account shall be 3. I will not
Monty Python and Holy Grail reference here.
count to 2, except when it proceeds to 3. 5 is right out.
What's wrong with this guy?
He's a nerd. He's a nerd. And I like the sequence of these events. You know, you got two groups of characters, you know, that are setting themselves up, but both end up merging into one force, basically. Here's your moment, Gear. And there's your Fudge Monkeys reference from Tabletop Battlefield days.
Ready.
1.
And I think I mentioned before, but that scene right there where I'm fighting and doing the voice acting was why I was totally driving Ryan crazy. Because I was unable to do the voice acting without acting out the animation at the same time.
Yeah, you had doing things physically, knocking the microphone over and stuff. Yeah.
Knocking things over, or I'd move my head away from the microphone or something. It just was. It took probably 4 times as long to record like 3 things than it should have.
For sure, that happens. And I like making use of Tulbak Ra here, of like transporting miniatures, because that's kind of what he does in the game.
That was a great idea.
I got an idea. When I say move, move with me.
What did you say to move?
And totally glossed over the fact that you had Evar Scarcover fighting the ice monster, and that was some really fun effects. There's just so much going on in these scenes.
There is. It's hard to comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the animated arrows too.
Mm-hmm. Which those are just pictures of like little arrows that I just cut out digitally and then just basically, you know, edit, like what is it? Keyed them in basically.
It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Good, bad, and ugly reference. Because I've seen that movie.
Henderson, my amigo, my compadre, my personal quinceañera. Wake up! It's me, your best friend in the world.
What? No time to explain. Toothpick told
Yet
us
they're
what
gonna
happened.
explain.
And I have a plan.
Karak has control of a powerful ice monster known as the Prime Greater Ice Elemental.
You and Toothpick go this way.
Now, now Joey Ranieri is not here, but the gal who voices Mariko is another Specs Howard alumni, and I believe she did the radio or the video side of things, but I think she was more into radio. But yeah, Shay Franchini, she did a great job voicing Mariko. And all her lines were actually done in one day. Like I can do a mobile voiceover studio, so I just brought everything over to the apartment she was living in at the time, and was able to just get it all done in an afternoon, all her lines. So she did a good job.
Do you have like a what kind of mic did you have? Just like a dynamic or like, it must be annoying to like treat every single mic in different rooms and get them like this clean and polished, you know, like denoise them and all that. If it's
yeah,
you know,
it took a lot of trial and error, and you can see like a lot of things were a lot more echoey in season 1.
Sure,
but in order to like make sure those less bounce, I literally had to cover the microphone and have the person just be kind of covered up under like lighting stands and bars like around it, and then you have like cloth like usually it's like the background that see I have here the sky background. I just drape around over everything basically, so that sky background had multiple uses. To cover up the audio as much as possible.
Yeah, that way it absorbs so it doesn't like bounce around the room. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Did you ever have multiple actors like recording lines together at the same time, or was it all pretty separate?
Not usually. Together? It's all pretty separated. It's all pretty separated. There was a couple times that me and Jason did some lines together, and like I said, the kids who voiced the air elemental and the water elemental, I mean, they were together a little bit, although we still did the voicing stuff separately, because it's more manageable to do it that way. So that way you have each person voicing their character, and it's on one audio track and not, you know, two people on the same audio track, and then you're cutting through all of that. It's tougher. So that's why I know why they usually record people individually for, you know, voiceovers for animations, because it's just easier to manage that way.
Especially for something. Do you do the animations first, then the vocals, or vocals then animation? Like, what's the sequence for that?
The answer is yes. No, majority of the voiceovers I had done. Like I was animating too, but majority of the voiceovers are done before much of the animation got started.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That way, if someone improvises, you have a little bit of flexibility to include it.
And sometimes I wanted to hear the improvisation, because then that would change how I animate the scene. So because I'd be like editing through the voiceovers as well, you know, on my free time, and hearing what everybody had to say, or you have a general idea what to say, and that would kind of craft the scene in itself when I would be animating it. So yeah.
And did you do you have like pretty rigid scripts, or was there like moments there could be improv, or just depended on the scene?
I absolutely encouraged improv from anybody who wanted to do it. And like if you feel like something, because I realized a lot of my script was kind of like, I have a dry sense of humor, so some of it might not carry much on the screen. So I said, if you feel like another line is better, please improvise. I encourage you to do it. I mean, I still would like you to say the lines on the script, but as when you have that down, go ahead and have fun with it. I always encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just so you have like a backup if none of it like works, but you also have the improv.
A lot of the times, improvisations work a lot better.
Ninja lady whose name I can't remember at the moment.
She is part of our faction.
As you can see,
she's part of our faction.
Our enemies on the run,
but not all. You always want to charge into your opponents, Savaris,
Yeah.
no matter how big they are.
Now, some of these lines, like obviously Joe Crazy's lines here for the Aubrey and Archer, those happened a lot more recently, just before these final episodes of season 3 was released. So there were some like rewrites and re-voiceovers you had to do, but very, very minimal. But it really does help the scene and help the characters in it.
I'm excited to see your take on Savaris 2.0. If you ever do anything with him, that would be fun to see.
Well, I don't know if you know, I've already talked about it a little bit, but I do plan on making a mini-series in between the events of Season 3 and Season 4. It's going to be called The Adventures of Savaris and Lightfolly. So Savaris and Lightfolly are going to get themselves in a situation that they got to get themselves out of, and I've already started animating it actually. Last few months.
Cool.
Yep, and I haven't even wrote the script. It's only a few pages, not even typed down. I'm just starting to animate. I might have to reanimate some scenes, but at least I got the wide shots and close-ups. You don't need to like reconstruct the scene that you built. You can just you can make it work as long as just have whatever fuzzy background and make sure the close-ups
You
work.
just said he charges into battle and he literally had his arm chopped off by the centaur guy, and then also like Ollie onto himself. Maybe he meets like Lightfolly's friends and they show him that ability and then he wants to do it or something.
There's
like
going
that.
to be some type of arc like that in that. Yeah, I'm trying to make it a small series because I don't want to take a lot of time to make it. Yeah. So, and I kind of want to make them to where I could show them on like YouTube Shorts. So, like 3-minute long, per episode. It might be a 10 episode series. I don't know, but it will like just be a fun in between little story in between, because season 4 is going to take some time. So it's fun to have these little stories in, and I can do it relatively quickly because most of the characters I'll be voicing, because it involves characters that I voice anyway, and it just makes it easier for me because I don't have to contact people, I don't have to get other people's voices. So yeah, we'll see if I can get out a few episodes next year. We'll see.
Are you gonna release them all at once, or like one episode at a time as you make it?
Probably
like for season 4.
Oh, for season 4, it just depends. If I have a me budget again, which basically means no budget, just myself, it'll probably be the same type of things coming out like I did before. It'll just have to be on my time, and it'll just be whenever. It probably won't be much of a deadline. I mean, there'll be my own personal deadline, but
right.
Season 4 is going to be, if we think season 3 is huge. Just the first couple episodes of season 4 are going to be like crazy.
Nice. Can't wait.
Right.
If you need anything from me, let me know.
Yeah. Oh, I have to get the script done. I mean, that is one thing that I can't, bounce around on, and it might take a year or so to actually get the script for season 4 and season 5 done. So we'll see, but definitely have like meetings about Savaris and Lightfolly. Might want to include some music for that. and have some fun with that. So yeah, stay tuned next year. A lot of behind the scenes stuff happening. So if you want to choose to become a member or Patreon supporter, you might see some of those background meetings because you'll get to decide the direction some of these stories go, or have a chance to have a voice in the discussion if you're on a producer level. So that's a quick shout out to memberships and Patreon supporters, because there are those rankings. So
How can you two be alive?
oh, we totally glossed over 10 times moment. It's okay. We've already talked about it before, but again, shot in the eye. That's the only time I use red putty to show blood, is when Karak's shot in the eye a little bit, and then heals it right away.
It's like a Karate Kid moment. It's super cool.
Backflip. Nobody expects that, but it was fun.
Thank you so much, sir.
And it gives a little bit of Lieutenant Dan's arc, because in season 2 it kind of shows that he's kind of afraid of, or just has a lot of misgivings towards Karak, because he did held him up against a wall. So he's kind of lost a little bit of his mojo, and he kind of gains it back in this one. And then, of course, you see the Airborne Elite back together, all 4 of them, to finish it off. And one thing I'd like to say too, that of course Karak is still encased in the ice that he set for himself, basically. But one thing that's not mentioned is the fact that the sting of that eye shot, even though Karak healed it, the sting of that bullet going through his eye he can still feel it, even encased in ice. So it's just the anger buildup within Karak, because Karak's still alive in that magically encased ice. I don't know if he can observe everything. I'm not sure within the story, but he still remembers and feels the sting of the wound that Lieutenant Dan left him. And I feel so bad for because Joe Crazy, when he was first watching this, when I released this last episode, he was expecting me to do something with the water in the background. And I'm like, oh, Joe, that would have taken me another year to animate if something would have been done with water in the background. It was more just indicating that there's ocean surrounding Thalake Tundra, and they're on just right up the border of the ocean side, basically. I'll probably have to do something with a wave of water in the next season or 2, just to satisfy him. Now, I don't know how this effect matched, but you notice how that effect matches the hand on his shirt so well?
Now, enough power to destroy all of you
Yeah.
in one blow.
Shout out to Trying Films for making an effect that makes that look, so close to Karak's emblem on his chest, but it works. I always wanted to end this where Lieutenant Dan, gets bested by his friends. That was kind of to, not that, of course it's ending kind of on a joke, but that's kind of the satire buildup that this series is, at least for this this seasonal story arc. Started that way, kind of wanted to finish it that way. And we have near the end, Sir Sergeant Drake Alexander himself, Sean Gallagher here. How you doing, Sean?
Hey, how we doing?
Sir, we are wrapping up. We have about, let's see here, about 15-20 minutes left or so of the series, so we're getting to the end of it.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, yep. Absolutely.
Oh, sweet. Saying, hey, how you guys doing?
Doing great.
Doing well.
Hold on just a second. Let me get some lights going on here so I can at least look somewhat decent. What are we doing now?
We have about 15 minutes left of season 3. So you're catching us on the ending of it.
Oh, snap. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back in a second.
No worries, man.
Yes, sir.
out the big red cloud
And
nose.
camera. Booyaka show. Wrong one.
And
Yeah,
so
it's the right
that's
one.
how the battle ended.
I think it's the right one.
The power
Yeah.
of the prime
Oh,
creature ice
the
king
fugly. Oh, yes. I am very fugly. I'll be right back in a tick.
opportunity for Korok to unwisely unleash that power, and in his want of it, that power overcame him. He and the ice monster with him.
Ah, there we go.
Ice,
Yes,
so
sir.
strong that an ice pick cannot even scratch the surface.
All right, so let me
So
switch
Korok,
on to check out
along with
the
this
Twitch.
Ice elemental are sealed away in ice that no one can breach.
It would take a very strong magic to break.
Yeah, we're just coming now. The
Not even
battle's
sure you could
over,
breach it at
and
your full strength.
now we're just getting
Better
into
to not
the
even try. All who desire
the decline
power for
towards
their
the
own
ending.
selfish gain become
Gotcha.
victims of defeat.
I have to
Often
switch
the
my
same
speakers
power
over. There we go.
There's an Aesop's
It is a
Aesop's
shame,
fable here,
but
you know.
I'm glad that
Don't know if it actually
now,
works,
for
but you
the
know,
moment,
for Valhalla it works.
Valhalla is safe from that danger. I'm just thinking about danger. What happened to Kimoshi and her Maro?
Kind of had to show.
I'm on commercials for the moment.
Okay. Kind of, and here, kind of showing. We need to show where all the characters are ending at the series. You know that are still around.
Like the Maro are
So
going to be a
Maro
more active
was
threat in the future.
was the obvious first
We
choice.
keep an eye out for them. If they make a move against us, we will be ready.
You have
And this is
taken the
season
role
3?
of
This is season
leadership
3, yep.
Very well.
Ooh.
We got about like let's see, 10 minutes left of it.
What about the rest?
Now I am going to say the FX are getting sick. I think you're getting more skilled into what it is that you do.
Oh, this is even my most recent stuff. You need to see some
Oh
of my
no,
more recent stuff.
no, you're progressing most definitely. But I mean, as opposed to season 1, I like these effects a whole lot better.
Well, this one's fun too. I like to play with this in the future, in the caverns especially, where you have these portals. Shout out to Bardis and Erock Hernandez too. It was one of those who made a few of these 3D printouts, like that cave entrance and this like portal 3D print STL. But you see Evar has like a different motivation, even though not good or bad. It's just Vidar has a different agenda. So
Right.
we go like this is like deep in the heart of underground Valhalla. And of course, again, shout out to Jeremy Unit, who voiced Vidar for a second. Jeremy helps so much with the story, like trying to match like what I thought, you know, not being canon to match with what is canon in Valhalla, and try and just keep it as honorable as possible. And we just have some character cameos showing Aklara there. And then I imagine Uller's Kingdom just being full of trees, like very, very
Marika and her allies returned to
Tolkien-esque.
Iran. They all deserve a long rest.
Actually, this is giving me kind of like the Wookiee homeworld type vibe.
Kashyyyk? Yeah, a little bit.
Kashyyyk? Yeah. Well, I only know of it because of the worst Star Wars episode ever.
All of you deserve
The Christmas special.
Oh, the Christmas special.
That's a tough one.
I don't know. It's got competition now, Sean.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so we'll have to enlighten me on this one when we get done streaming.
You need to watch more Disney Star Wars.
No, I avoid Disney like the plague.
There's you for a second there, Sean, as one of the Kiri triplets.
My leadership position in the squad. He understands even the very best, like myself, can have a momentary lapse in judgment.
And then Zedekron is voiced by my son at 6 months old. Like around 6 months old or so.
Oh joy!
Oh, I almost forgot.
And then this is the most fantastic ending for Geert and Light Folly. It just like completes the circle, like basically how season 1 ended. Only they're in a different spot and they're forced to stay there.
So you're saying I voiced one of those characters for this? I did a couple.
The Kiri? Yeah. When they were looking at the elementals in the castle, yeah.
Okay. It's been so long, man. I've forgotten a lot that I've done. The only one I do remember solidly is Drake Alexander.
Yeah, definitely you. I mean, it's been like, what, 10 years since we've done voiceovers.
10, yeah. Maybe 12. Because that was like, what, 2013?
No,
I was hiding in my...
It was like, we done voiceovers from like 2014 to like to like 2018, 2020, or 2020.
I am positive that Gearnt and Lightfire
I miss those
will be
days.
very happy guarding that area permanently. They should be just fine.
Kelda's got a little bit of an evil streak right there, if you didn't notice that. And then this is a huge nod to the Heroscape community, the adventures of Chedwick and Sven, or Sven and Chedwick. So brought those characters to life through Joe Crazy and MK Plus Ultra.
Now that you mention it, yeah, 2018, you were still living up here, and Adas and I, we jumped in the car and we drove down.
Yeah.
And I can remember hours and hours just recording. I think I did a straight 40-minute your mom joke session.
Yeah, you did, yeah. You couldn't stay on script, Sean. You could not stay.
I couldn't.
No, you couldn't. And yes, I cannot use your mama jokes in the series, no matter how satirish it is.
My name is Sven.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but we did have some fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Then I remember Monkey, she was going on like, never mess with a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, she played so I think some of the Krav, or was it the others? But yeah, made her sound older too, because she was like what, 6 or 7. She was my son's age at the time, I think.
Yeah, now she's 16, bro. And before she went to her mom's, she's living down there now, but before she went to her mom's, she was talking like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some more voiceover work. I'm like, sweetheart, if he's doing anything more, I'll give you a call.
Oh yeah. Well, she might end up taking Raylan or Kelda's role if I can't bring back the original actresses.
Cool.
She'd
be happy to hear it.
I'll have to link you up with my sister, Tails. She reads audiobooks as a side hustle, so she loves doing voice acting stuff.
The hardest people to find are female voice actors. Like the last 10 years, those have been the hardest to find.
For me, the hardest thing to find is just a female chasing God.
Well, I don't have that problem, Sean. So
no, you don't.
Here, and I got to read something real quick here. I'm going to back this up because I feel like this is important.
Is this where we stand up and clap?
No, that's fine. We did that a few years ago when we first released this thing. But here, hold on a second. It's hard to move through this, but I do want to.
Oh, it's all their names.
Read it a second. Yeah, this is everybody, all the voice actors involved. So yeah, huge shout out to everybody who volunteered their time. Again, there's nothing. I think I heard this in a movie. There's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer, and everybody volunteered to help in this. So I appreciate everybody. And then the 3D printed terrain from High Ground Tiles, Eric E. Rock Hernandez, and Vardis, who is now on Patreon. Still making 3D printed stuff. But this is one I wanted to see her to stop there. Okay. And for Chadwick and Sven, Brad, aka Game Juven, who I did reach out to before I released the episode just to get his blessing to present those characters, and which he did. So that was very nice to get from him. But also it says, for the likes, views, and comments, this is all for you, indicating the Heroscape community. And then to those who feel that there is no hope, to those out there suffering with incurable illness like Crohn's disease, and with temporary or permanent ostomies, keep on reaching for your dreams. This show is dedicated to all of you. Because I was going through those struggles at that time, and still do. And that shouldn't stop you from racing after what you want to race after. And big thanks to anyone who couldn't have been missed. Thanks to everyone until we get a season 4 and possibly beyond. I bid you all farewell. So yeah. And then we have just a little bit of a teasing scene at the end here.
You called for me, my lord?
Yes, thank you, Ray.
And so, how season 4 is going to start? And I'll kind of give this away. Why not? For anybody who's listening or watching, season 4 is going to start with them investigating these wall spires, and there's going to be just an event that happens at one of the wall spires that starts propelling them into the plot of what's going to be season 4 and season 5.
From what we know, both Toothpick and Henderson received assistance from an unknown source.
And it's funny that it's like the animating I did for this scene, I did when I was doing animating for season 2. This is one like the Jandar cave sequences is one of the first stuff I animated because it was simple to do.
And I fear this source of help is not a good one. Please keep an eye out and make sure both Toothpick and Henderson are never alone.
So much work has gone into this. It's just amazing to me.
Well, counting the photos, you have about like over 250,000, if not 300,000 photos taken for like seasons 1, 2, and 3 altogether. If you were just to say, okay, pay me $1 for every photo taken, that'd be $300,000 budget.
Sergeant Drake Alexander will go to each
or even just pay me 50 cents. That's $150,000 budget. You know?
Is something wrong?
Since the time when the wellsprings disappeared, I have been stuck here, bodiless, and
I admit right away, I'm not the best Jandar. I was just the only one available.
But just
like
can't. Like what Kelda told me about Kurak.
I mean, I'm just thinking about everything we've done. It's just mind-blowing. The work you put in, the years that we've been at this, and then we helped resurrect a dead game. I mean,
since I can't seem to remember,
just wow.
Yeah.
Think about that.
There's a lot of the content creators springing up in the years before they re-announced the game coming up, or to be released, and now it is.
Unlocking the mysteries of magic and power. It can lead to
mind blowing. I just
at all.
Just wow. It's an honor to be a part of such a project.
It's an honor to have all of you part of it, and future otherwise. Here, let's close this. Oh, wait, whoa, what did I do? Hold on. I pressed the wrong button. Hold your horses. Okay.
Well, I'm not Tales of Valhalla.
Let's do that again. Okay. My goodness.
It is okay. We're all Tales of Valhalla right now. Just drink vodka and we will have good day, yes?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And Sean was saying something so nice in here. A second. I get too big for my britches. Okay, that closed it down anyway. All right, cool. All right, and I gotta get my camera back on. Boom. All right. Well, if that's the only technical difficulty tonight, we're doing really good. Anyway, so what's to be said about this? Yeah, it's definitely been on quote unquote a break the last few years ever since finishing this thing, but still doing stuff. And now what I was going to say is stay tuned for like behind the scenes planning stuff, because I know Josiah was mentioning probably do more behind the scenes stuff. I'll do as much as I can, as much as I can available for, and and a lot of that will be based on who can. I'm not telling you to support the channel financially. Just the views alone, the watch time alone, helps way more than anything else, because that YouTube recognizes that.
You might not be saying support the panel. I am.
Yeah.
I'm not saying support me. I'm saying support Ryan because you put so much work into this.
With that being said, like the first 2 tiers for like the member or the Patreon levels, I mean help a lot. But the 3rd tier, which is like producer level, that not only does that help support me even more, but it also provides you, the supporter, the opportunity to become part of the panel, to interact, to see what's going on behind the scenes, how the story is being developed, no matter how short or long it takes, and start become part of that process, becoming part of the background process. And it's totally up to you, how far you want to take that. You could give your thoughts on, I'd like to see this type of thing happen, and I'll consider it. Hey, I'd like to do some voiceovers to this if possible, and that could be a possibility as well. But the fact is, you get to sit on it, or at the very least, even if it's a lower tier supporter, you still get to watch what's happening and comment your thoughts as well on these backstages that will eventually happen behind the scenes backstages. And we've already done one this year. We did do one initial backstage behind the scenes where we are talking about the development of not just Tales of Valhalla seasons 4 and 5, but a couple other series, including Tales of the Void, which is going to be an Adventure Together games thing, which I'm writing scripts for as well as a couple other things. So there's a lot of things that are currently being developed. Next year, we'll definitely, depending on how fast I can get things written, we'll have probably a few other roundtable meetings to where we're discussing things and just trying to get things moved along. So, and including like with Dan here to help just to come on, just come up with some type of agreement to see what he can do to help us with providing some type of music for said series, because I know you're not superhuman, so we'll see what we can do with that with you as well. So I do appreciate throwing your
Ryan,
throwing yourself.
Can I rephrase what I was actually saying just a minute ago?
There you go, Sean.
All right. So I just said a minute ago, okay, support Ryan. Let me rephrase what I'm saying. If you like this programming, please give every penny, nickel, and dime over that you possibly humanly can. Why? Because the man works very hard. If you like this, this will help provide more creative content to come forward. So please, by all means, pennies, nickels, dimes, we're not greedy. We just need him to get paid so we can do some more fun.
Also, if you don't want to, I'll just mention this too. There's a link below to like also a PayPal account. If you don't want Patreon or YouTube taking a portion of that, you can also donate via PayPal as well, where I get just the full funds of that. And I've had a few people just anonymously said, there's actually one I got an amount, and someone said that they have a family member who was struggling with the same stuff I was struggling with, and thank you so much for the inspiration. So that really means a lot. That gives me a reason to keep on doing what I'm doing. So yeah, lots to look forward to. And I don't know, what else can I say? How about while I collect my thoughts, any thoughts from anybody else? Josiah, do you have any thoughts? Rewatching
well
this.
done. It was great because it's been a while since I've seen it. I love watching it all in full. I'm just impressed by your artistry, and I'm looking forward to helping you out in the future projects. I'm gonna drive down to where you live when you start filming, just to be the behind the scenes documentarian.
And okay, I just gotta give a shout
what
out.
state are you in, brother?
I'm in Kansas. Not too far.
All right. I'm up in Michigan, so I was going to say maybe we can just carpool.
Yeah,
It's kind of out of your way.
There, and then drive back down, and then it's a convenient carpool. But
Hey, I like where your heart's at.
Ryan, you're just an inspiration. Personally for me, you've inspired me to pursue my own creative interests, and I'm just happy to be kind of both your friend and just kind of an outside observer of this whole thing. So just hats off to you.
Thank you, sir. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Just Kenj, just became a member, Common Hero level. Thank you so much, and did a gifted a membership as well. Appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome. And definitely there is, Just Kenj, there is a ton of backstages already, and there is actually one or two extended editions of some of the animations I've done in like the past year. Enter the Score Dier has an additional scene that only members can see, so definitely try and look that up. But there's also
a 3-minute song dance sequence from like Jabba's palace.
I think I just bought a like token like a box from Etsy from Just Ken.
Oh, sweet. So thank you so much, and yeah, welcome, and definitely keep on going. Jason, and any thoughts from you? It's, you know, and I'll say this actually with me and Jason, because if it wasn't for Jason, and I met him. Actually, Jason, I think, is the person I've known the longest out of like everybody involved. Jason literally showed me how to edit on a computer, because he did a lot of early projects when we were editing mission trips. I was just there, sitting there, and he was doing the editing. And so it took me time to get to that. And Jason also introduced me to Heroscape, and was able to give me a little bit of a better voice, because I was terrible at speaking and any type of recorded aspect on video. And he still like welcomed me on the tabletop battlefield, and we had a lot of fun those 4 years just going through miniature war games. I really wasn't much of a miniature war gamer until he introduced me to Heroscape, and then along with subsequently other games. So there's a lot to be appreciative to Jason for. But what are your thoughts on this, Jason?
You did a heck of a lot of work on this thing, and it turned out very good. I think it's definitely season 3. I think I saw a lot of progression from season 1 to season 3. Season 3 for me is probably by far the most entertaining one of the bunch.
Yeah.
So you did a lot of fantastic work, and you definitely improved a lot over the years, and it was fun having you back in the tabletop battlefield way back in the day. And if anyone really wants to see what Ryan was like the first time on camera, I still have that episode saved away in my computer. I can't recommend anyone that ever watches it, because I was pretty terrible at the time too. But you know, it's there, and
you got to send me the link.
Too offensive. Well.
It's on his YouTube channel, Rock Robotics. So
now I've seen Jason's work, and out of all of us, he's like the only one I know of a celebrity who's been seen by lots of people.
Thank you. Or voices have been heard.
Thank you to Triune Films and Film Riot.
Oh well, okay. That one oddball circumstance where I ended up in someone else's video. Yes. But.
Yeah, and I mean that was seen. So of all of us, I think you're probably the biggest celebrity of us all.
That's fairly generous of a description to me.
Yeah, but Jason's definitely been interactive more with the tabletop community, way more than I have in that amount of time.
In fairness, you know, I mean, I know nothing about the game, but because of Jason as well, when I was, you know, hanging out with him and you back, 2018, that was my first time ever playing.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun with it. I kind of somewhat caught on, but thank you guys. I mean, it's something that I haven't been really able to do, but at least I've been exposed to it, and I want to say thank you guys for that.
For sure. Well, it doesn't you could still be a voice actor and not know much about Heroscape, which is about majority of my voice actors, which is fine. Now, Dan, this is your first time on with us, so, and we don't really have much time to talk before the show started. But what are your thoughts, like observing this, and I don't know how far back you've observed the channel, but what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I found it like a couple of years ago, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. You know, just typed in Heroscape and I found it, and I kind of kept watching, and then you started doing the lives. And pretty early on, I was like, "Oh, cool!" Like, you know, he's doing the lives, and I just kind of started commenting. I couldn't always, you know, do them because I'm busy, but it was really fun to on like a Wednesday night or a Sunday night, just kind of hang out, watch TV, and then have that on in the background or something. So it was just really fun, and it was fun to kind of like connect with the community that way. And then because I didn't really know about, like, I'm in Connecticut, right? So I didn't know about the Massachusetts scene or the Rhode Island scene, which is still like a 2.5-hour drive, which isn't that crazy, but like I can't do that like every month or whatever.
Sure.
But it wasn't until I did that I started like to get more in touch with like other people other than just me and my dad who were sort of playing the game. Even after like Age of Annihilation, it took a while to to find that. Shout out to Zach from ZachCon, and he does great work with TJ's Cafe, and it's an awesome location. But yeah, just it's something really cool that got me back into it and made me reimagine it, because I think I just found the game, because my dad would like actually put everything away in like boxes, so it was like I had a really good. My terrain is still really good because it wasn't used that much. But yeah, I'm just, I'm thankful to you for making it and getting me back into this game. I always wanted to play more like in-depth games and more games with strategy other than just, Monopoly and stuff like that. So it was cool to like re-stumble on this game and find like a really like cool community, because I played like, I tried to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again in 2013. I played Digimon. I lived in South Dakota for a year and had like a few friends there. But like, actually, finding a community, finding people, and, you were part of that. And obviously I love your work. I think you're a great artist, and I'm, excited to see what happens next. Again, if you need me, let me know.
Absolutely.
I got a question for you. Hold on just a second. So we actually have like conventions of TOV.
TOV. Wait, of Heroscape or TOV?
Heroscape. I'm sorry, Heroscape.
Yeah,
Yeah, so there was it was like
Oh,
it
yeah,
was like a
we got a
local
lot.
convention, but there's like huge conventions.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're part of the biggest
Sean,
convention,
you're
Gen
missing
Con.
out. Yeah.
ScapeCon this year
Oh,
has
that-
120 people signed up.
Yep.
And counting.
Yep.
That is sick. So Ryan, do we have any place up here in Michigan, or Jason? Do we have any place up here in Michigan?
There is a Michigan scene, yeah. I think
Detroit?
I think they're closer to Lansing, I think.
Okay, I was thinking if not Detroit, maybe Grand Rapids.
Or maybe
Yeah, there's a game store, or there was one kind of southwest of Ann Arbor, that area that was running tournaments. Lake Orion has a game store that has, I don't know if they still do, but they're having some Heroscape tournaments. Those are the two that I'm aware of.
There are guys that go to ScapeCon that have come down from Michigan that have a scene. I just have to find out where they're actually located.
You could get on the Discords. There's
Yeah.
like a few Discords for like
there is.
like Midwest, Northeast.
Yeah,
There's
they're-
like different Discords. I'm sure there's a Michigan one somewhere.
Yeah, they're around. They're definitely around. Yeah.
I have to check that out one of these days, because it's like I'm interested in going. I mean,
People share figures. You don't have to have anything. Like, people are super friendly. Will like build you an army. You just have to like let them know, and they'll usually set you up.
the only thing is I've only played the game like once or twice. I mean, I probably wouldn't even remember the rules. It's
People do beginner friendly events and tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really and community is usually pretty
Tame?
They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice when it comes to newcomers. I mean, I there was one time where I went to my first ScapeCon. That was the first tournament type of competitive play I was ever in, and I brought
Same.
in an army of zombies to play. And they don't work competitively at all. So yeah, people were pretty nice there. So yeah, no, they're very nice. Did you want to finish anything you were saying, Dan? Though.
Oh no, yeah. If a quick plug, if you guys want to check out my YouTube channel and some music, DAN space ANTONIU. And we can link it if that's cool with Ryan. But
yeah.
Again, just thank
Provide
you,
it to
Ryan,
me, then I'll
for
put it in the
cool
notes.
work.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good. Yeah, but thanks, Ryan, for the cool show and getting me back into this game, and love the community. I love all you guys, and yeah, it's fun. Get to meet people. Like Jason, I've seen some of your videos too. It's like, it's crazy.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Josiah, I've seen all your stuff too, by the way. I've
Thank
seen
you.
all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you having on, Dan. We'll probably have you on in the future as well.
It's nice to meet you.
Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, great to meet you too, man. Yeah. Fun finding Sergeant Drake, you know.
In the
Not
flesh.
everybody likes the way I talk.
It's funny because I am Romanian, so like, you know, I moved here when I was 5, so like, you know, it's a decent, you know, Eastern European Russian accent.
Oh, thank you.
Joking one, yeah, obviously.
It's purely satirical, yeah.
Yes.
I know. No, I'm not coming at you or anything. Don't worry.
No worries on that. No, actually, hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sean. I'm vagrantstudios.org. I'm still in school. We're still doing some projects. I got like about 2 months left if you want to see some of the things I do. vagrantstudios.org. That's just some of the projects I've worked on there. With that, I used to game. I have not, probably in 4 or 5 months, I have not had time.
I'm missing my song.
But if you guys want to jump over to Twitch, I may actually go in and start doing some gaming in about, I'd say, probably about the next week. I may, especially if you guys want to run some games. I'm definitely down. But that'd be Twitch. What is that? Twitch .Sparrow for /Sparrow. My username's Sparrow anyway on Twitch. So if you look me up, it's capital SPARICK, capital K on that. And I may or may not be streaming again, but whatever, we can have some fun in games.
Yeah, and his streams definitely not for kids. I'm just saying that.
Well, I'm trying to keep that actually more kid friendly. My kid's gone, but you know, hey, it's rough when you got some people dropping hard R, and you know, one guy actually, oddly enough, was talking about doing an illegal substance, and he's like, I forgot how good this is. And I'm like, all righty.
Okay.
Next. You never know what you're going to hear on the stream. I'm just going to leave it as that.
That's why I decided to put the disclaimer there. But yeah. Check out Sean's website, though, because he is currently going to film school, trying to do his own thing out there. So appreciate you, Sean. But with that, we will wrap up. This Wednesday, I'm not exactly sure what I do. I'm probably going to put up a poll. I'm not sure if I'm going to play something, going to paint something, going to, I don't know. We'll see. But definitely going to count down to New Year's. And then for this coming month of January, I'm not going to be doing much, actually. There's going to be circumstances to where I'm not going to be doing much for that month. And I'll explain more as we get into next year. But after that, got to start getting to work and doing things, because here the release of Heroscape ain't stopping. It ain't stopping, and I've had a backlog like all December getting stuff out because of all the videos I had to make from it. So, but yeah. I guess say celebrate, have over 800 subscribers on Tales of Valhalla YouTube channel, solidified 800 subscribers, because I think it's like 816 now, almost to 100,000 watch hours in total. I think that's what it is. So or no, not 100,000, no, not watch hours, a view count, almost 100,000 views, just a few thousand away. So hopefully by New Year's, we'll reach that goal. That would be really good. But yeah, appreciate all of you. See you this Wednesday. Thank you guys for joining me. And until 2026, you have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see all of you next time. Later now. Bye bye. Oh, by the way, there's no music, so it's just gonna be a cold end for y'all. Okay. Bye now.